Now bring you some live views from down at Vandenberg Space Force Base. Slick 4E was a bit foggier earlier in the morning, but it seems to have tapered off a bit. And with the exception of the vapor drifting away from the Falcon 9 rocket itself, it's a fairly clear night right there at the pad.
Strong back retract has started.
Wider view further cements that point. That call out you heard, the strong back retract has begun now. Clamp arms underneath the payload fairings will open up, and the transport erector here in Vandenberg will recline about 13 degrees away from the Falcon 9 rocket. This particular first stage booster getting ready to make its 17th flight tonight, or early this morning, I should say, depending on your perspective. In total so far, it launched 3 national security missions, those being NROL 87 and 85 for the National Reconnaissance Office, as well as NROL 146. It also launched 2 rideshare missions in transporters 8 and 9 Starlink flights, among others. Now coming up on 3 minutes before liftoff. Should hear the call out fairly soon that the first stage liquid oxygen tank has completed its fill process.
Stage 1 LOX load is complete.
And with that, we are just waiting on the stage 2 LOX tank to be completely loaded. At that point, the Falcon 9 will be fully loaded with 1 million pounds of propellant.
Stage 2 LOX load is complete.
A good call out from SpaceX. Falcon 9 is now fully fueled. That extra venting are the ground gas closeouts. There you go, ground gas closeouts. That you're seeing and hearing here. As we cruise into the final minute, we should be hearing that the vehicle is in startup momentarily. Do want to quickly thank Tom Johnson for a very generous $50 super chat. Really appreciate that level of support, Tom.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
And with that, we are just now waiting on the SpaceX launch director to give their go for launch.
LD is go for launch.
And a good call out there. With that,
T-minus 30 seconds.
Going to go ahead and listen into the final countdown from SpaceX, and we'll be back with you with additional commentary on the other side of liftoff.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff Falcon 9. Go direct to South. Go to SpaceX.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Nominal power and telemetry. Vehicle is supersonic. Max Q.
MVAC chill has started.
All good call outs from SpaceX as the first minute and a half of this Starlink mission continues to go by. As you just heard most recently, they're thermally conditioning the Merlin vacuum engine for the beginning of its burn. So as a quick reminder of what we're anticipating next, it's that trio of events. First stage main engine cutoff, MECO, 2 + 2 minutes 26 seconds, followed 4 seconds after that by stage separation, and second stage engine start at T + 2 minutes 37 seconds. And that'll be capped by fairing deployment, T + 3 minutes and 2 seconds. We're about 10 seconds away from MECO.
Nominal trajectory.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Those Starlink satellites exposed to the vacuum of space now for the first time on this flight. It's 21 Starlinks, including 13 that feature direct-to-cell capability. Those are the ones with the white dots on them, as Stephen was reminding me. Thank you, Stephen. While SpaceX has completed now 2 launches since their July 11th anomaly on the Falcon 9 second stage, perhaps there's some additional relief with this mission going well so far. All appears to be nominal on the second stage flight at this point. It was the Starlink 9-3 mission, the last launch from Vandenberg for SpaceX, which caused them to have to stand down from launching Falcon flights for a couple of weeks. And fortunately, were able to work through a solution, get signed off on that from the FAA, and now they're back flying, this being launch number 3 since they've been back at it. All 3 of their launch pads put into good use. Now T + 4 minutes 43 seconds and counting in this mission. The next milestone we're looking for is the first stage entry burn beginning. That's a T + 6 minutes and 7 seconds. That burn lasting about 21 seconds in total. Now just about 10 seconds away from the start of that first stage entry burn beginning.
Stage 1 entry burn startup. Entry burn shutdown.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
Good call from SpaceX. The flight termination system now no longer needed on that stage of the rocket. We are less than 45 seconds away now from the start of the landing burn beginning. I'll set up the booster for a touchdown on the drone ship. Of course, I still love you. About T plus 8 minutes and 15 seconds after liftoff.
Stage 1 transonic.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
Falcon 9 first stage now traveling below the speed of sound. The other call you heard, the FTS on the second stage, has now also been saved.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
For a 17th time, that booster is now safely down the drone ship.
Impact shutdown.